So I'm out on my native kayak again today. The water, as you can see, is a little bit more still, and I gotta get used to looking over at the lens because I am recording on an iPhone, so I'll try my best to look over here so I don't look like a jackbutt. But check this thing out. Watch it turn. I mean, it's fast. I mean, barely cranking those pedals. So this turns almost in a perfect 360 circle. So there, let's shake that White House, time it. Let's see if we can get around in like 10 seconds or under. Ugh. I don't know what time we're at, but I haven't really moved this spot. So boom. I couldn't do that in the Hobie. No way. No way in heck. So this thing's fun. This thing's fun. The seat, that seat turning back and forth. I mean, I'm like I said, 220 pounds. This thing, I feel like I could get down on this. You know, I feel like I could get down. So this is the second water review that I'm going to do on this boat, and then I don't know if I'm going to do any more on this in particular boat. Might be a different boat, but this will be my boat. So you're probably going to see me on it a lot this year, I hope, if work-life balance allows for it. Let me flip this camera around and just kind of show you guys the front. All right, here we are. Got those dirty little Huck boots on. So nice stability. Check this out. I'm gonna flip her. I'm gonna try to turn her around again. Oh, did I mention I was turning that thing without the rudder down? So it was moving that fast without the rudder even being down. So let's see. Let's mark that tree at 21 seconds. Oh boy. I didn't get a good start. Oh, there we go. It's because I didn't have the thing turned. Look at that. Hold on, there's a big bass back there. We're gonna have to go get him. Boom, right back at it. Let's stand up on this thing. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot on the camera, but let me zoom out. That's a lot of freaking space. I mean, my goodness. And then like, versus like this kayak, the Hobie, like, cause I do still have the Hobie. The Hobie sits lower. And like when you go to sit, you're like slamming yourself down. And I don't like that. Like this is like my knees being flush. My knees and thighs are flush. They're parallel. I can put a lot of torque on this. I feel like it's safe. And with the Hobie, you know, you'd be sitting up and then you're bracing yourself when you sit. And I think maybe that's why a lot of people were getting those cracks on the seat. So I don't see that type of design flaw with this kayak. But you know, like when you're BMX biking or you're riding your bike and you have that free rolling chain. God, that's just what it reminds me like. I get a little bit of childhood in this. I don't know why, but just being able to rock that right there for a little bit. And then just sitting here is nice. But I'm gonna see if I can set this phone up without any sort of mount, and then I'm gonna see if I can catch a fish while you guys are here. Okay. Ooh. Hold on. Okay, so here we are. I'm in a pretty good spot. See what we can do fish-wise. And I'm not like far off the shore either, so we might get some luck. Let me smooth this. There you go. I got a nice jig in my hand. Nice big fat jig by Z-Man. Ooh, something came and tapped there. Something came and tapped her. Ooh, I loved that cast. I got a shaky head too I can throw, but we'll see. Oh, dang. Just missed it. God, I was so slow. I gotta get used to like videotaping and fishing. I'm not used to that. That's different. That's different. Pop it in that spot again. God, I wish you guys could see these casts. They're so good. And you see me like reach over here because I'm so like my kayak's kind of slowly turning. So like when that happens, I want to take my rudder from like my Hobie and turn. So what you're seeing me do on this kayak is mimic that Hobie. So I just got to get used to having that one rudder, you know, or that one side for your rudder. It's just not that much of a difference, but you know, like I think it depends on which side of the lake or which side of the lake you're fishing on. Gosh, I can't believe that. I can't believe I lost one. That sucks. And it's cold out too, like. There we go. So it's kind of cool. The wind's kind of pushing me this way. I can take that rudder and like kind of just cock it in a certain direction, and it's gonna ride me all along the edge that I'm fishing right now. And I don't know what it is either. Like whenever you watch somebody on like YouTube, you're like, man, I hope they catch a fish on that first try. It's like, yeah, me too. Like I want to catch a fish on the first try so I can stop filming, but I'm not that cool. Ooh, there's some good structure there. Good structure. And right now I'm fishing like a nice big heavy Z-Man jig. I'll pull it in and show you. Yeah, a little crossy eye. That little crossy eye, green pumpkin. It looks good. I mean, it looks really good. We'll give this one more cast, and then truth be told, I've been wanting to fish a shaky head like all year. All last year. And and I didn't catch anything. Like I didn't catch anything on that shaky head, and it's my goal. I want to catch something on that shaky head. Now see, I'm starting to get a little close to the bank, so a little back up. Ooh, that's not bad. See, this is why you get a pedal kayak, right? Like normally you got your paddle, you're moving back and forth, left and right. This, no way. I'm hands-free, bud. I'm hands-free. And for those of you guys who do like YouTube and you do reviews and stuff like that, just like leave a comment down in my comment section and tell me how you overcome like the nervousness, because I can tell you what, like doing this on camera is nerve-wracking. Absolutely nerve-wracking. I'm a big Z-Man fan and a big Brian Latimer fan. I don't know why, but check that out. Oh, where's it at? Got that 6-stick, dude. Got that 6-stick, and I'm trying to get sick. Ooh, sick with it. Just about poked myself. That's how you get sick. Poking yourself with dirty hooks. All right. I got a really nice cast out there. So on this point, because I'm coming around to a point, the water drops off really quick. And a lot of these fish will sit at a point down here. And I'm right in that point. So I'm going to try to let this shaky head get all the way down to the bottom. And I'm just going to give it some pops. And hopefully I get a bite, because it's freezing and I want to go back in. A little bit more with that native Titan. I mean, with the still day like this, I don't think I'd have a single problem standing up all day long. And it's comfortable. Like I could never hunch over and sit like I'm in a bleacher seat in my Hobie. Not a chance. This is way more comfortable. I do hunch when I'm sitting on a bleacher seat, so like right now I can get nice and close and talk to you guys and be comfortable. I'm gonna bring that in, Don't bring her in. Throw her out again. I'm running some green braid. I'm gonna try to get closer because I do want to get one on the hook while we're out here. Probably not use it. I only brought 2 poles out with me, and if I lose bait, if I lose something, I lose it. You know what I mean? Like, I got that stuff at home. I only brought this kayak out and the fish out, or the pole out, to do a little bit more on the water video with you guys. But I mean, if I was to simulate having a fish just boom, you know, this boat doesn't move. It doesn't rock. Like, you have to forcefully make this thing rock. This is how I fish that shaky head. Basically just followed some videos that I have seen online. I do like to pull the tip through just a little. So, looks like that. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong. Probably am, but I usually don't fish shaky head. Like, this is not my style of fishing. I typically will throw a wacky worm and I'll whack the crap out of some fish. I will whack the crap out of some fish. Love that wacky worm. I'll say it, like, the Ned rig, it's like cheating. But how can you not use the Ned rig? You know what I mean? The Ned, oh, my buddies hate when I use it. It's just, it's crazy. I mean, it puts up, you can fish the Ned rig, it puts up some nice bass. My uncle used to say, you know, big bait, big fish. Nah, because I've caught some monsters on a Ned rig. Seriously though, guys, if you do have some time, just, you know, like, subscribe to my channel. I would like to grow as I start doing this to decompress from some of my life. Leave some comments, some feedback, and, you know, I'll try to respond, especially me being like a newer YouTuber. I don't got nothing going on. I mean, after this, I'm gonna go, my wife didn't know what she wanted for dinner, so I'm probably just gonna go order a pizza. And I've been on a cheese pizza kick lately too. I don't know why. Like, normally I'm a meat guy, but she's like, please, can we get cheese? So I've been getting it, and my golly, that's pretty dang good. So normally I catch a big one right on this peak. It doesn't appear to be happening. Let's do one more cast. I'm gonna pull the jig back out because I like to feel the bottom, and I think that's why I fish like the wacky, because I can feel the bottom. I do fish a wacky off of a 7-1 or a 7-2 medium fast St. Croix rod that's in the house right now, and I am using that on a bait caster, so I can feel almost everything with that. So don't let people tell you that you need a spinning reel or a spinning combo. I was taught on a bait caster. I will probably die using it on a bait caster. All right, let's pull up into some of these trees. Don't mind that crank noise. It's not bad. The phone just fell. Crank noise on that isn't as bad as what it sounds when you're sitting here. Look at that. When you're sitting here, it's not bad at all. I don't think it's going to spook fish or anything, if that's what people are concerned about or worried about or caring about. Oh gosh, what a dime for a cast. And I'm coming under trees too, so let me see how this works, because now I got my rudder kicked way to the left. Let's see how fast I can. Oh yeah, I'm dodging trees in this thing. Dodging trees in this native. Way more than what you could in a Hobie. Definitely dodging those trees. So let me get this straight here and then show you guys this, okay? pull that out of the way. Now, look at that. Look at that. I am completely sideways. I am completely sideways on this boat right now. And I have like a 14-foot John boat at home. I don't even feel that safe on that John boat like I do right now. This is incredible. So with all that being said, with the seat, oh, dang it, with the seat being like that, I almost don't think that you need an anchor trolley system, you know? Like, you get an anchor trolley system so that way you can fight the wind. I can like just drop an anchor with this thing, right? I can just drop an anchor with this thing and turn my seat around. That's really nice. Like, at least I think so. Let me show you like what kind of cover. Nah, I guess I won't. I was gonna show you what I'm fishing over here. There's a lot of knockdown trees from the winter. Probably not a good idea to be fishing trees right now, but I don't know if those are misses or if I'm just getting caught, but that felt like a fish. I caught one here last time. There's a freaking tree down right there. I don't like that. I don't like losing baits. Like, I can't stand it. I get super upset when I lose baits. My wife's pretty mad right now because I actually probably just ordered over $300 in baits. But makes me happy. She does too, but dragging that jig. So I watched a jig video the other day where the guy was like basically taking his jig and he was, you know, real quick. And I was like, I'd never seen that. I was always taught to slow drag a jig, right? But he's like, well, you're basically trying to mimic a craw or a crawdad. So I went online and I did some research on how a crawdad moves, right? And a crawdad, it does move exactly like that. Just real quick, evasive, elusive, and it'll sit there, you know? So maybe I'm just too busy worried about talking right now and not enough fishing. What do you think? But again, this video is more or less for the native Titan. So let me put this away for a minute. Get cruising. So if I was to change anything about this boat, one, I would change how heavy it is. It is heavy. And then imagine like adding your batteries and your motor guide or your rear motor or your 2 anchor poles or whatever you want to call them. So imagine adding all that stuff. This thing with the drive and the seat in it already weighs 175 pounds. That's a lot of weight. I mean, I drug this thing with basically a dog leash to my dock with no seat today and with no drive. Way lighter. It's about 130, 120 pounds like that. That's a little bit more manageable, a little bit more tolerable. So there's some things to keep in mind. If you do get this, you can make it a lot easier on yourself. So I think how I would go forward transporting this kayak, I would probably essentially take the seat out, take the drive out, get the Boondocks landing gear, and I would go back and forth. That's if I wasn't going to be buying a motor or wet launching. Now, I do have the luxury of living on a lake, which I know some of you guys do as well. It's a lot easier for me. You know, I can go a couple days leaving it out on my dock, and I won't have an issue with that. I've done it with my Hobie, no issues at all. The kayak stays in place. I don't have any melting or any warping or anything like that. You take the scupper plugs out. I have had it in the rain. The rain drains right through. Everything stays fine. So, could be bad to leave your boat docked or your kayak docked, but I've done it. I've done it in the past. I'll probably do it in the future, and it's not gonna bother me. It's my boat, my money, and you know, I've never had any issues. So I do store it inside over the winter. I do take it inside when I'm not being lazy. Why is this falling over? There we go. I just got to get a mount for there because I think that's going to be the spot. You guys let me know if you like that angle, if this is going to be the spot. I like that angle a lot, actually. Boy, I can cast a mile with that thing. And I have a good feeling about this spot coming up. But yeah, if you plan on wet launching this thing or getting a jet ski trailer or a boat trailer or whatever it is that you're going to do with this thing, by all means, you're going to be fine. But if, like I said, if I was going to change anything about this kayak, it would be the weight. That's the only thing I would change. And I don't know where you'd save it without sacrificing, you know, everything that it's good, that's good about the kayak. The kayak is, I got a swivel seat. I feel like I'm on a boat. I'm a big guy, so I feel stable as all crap. The only reason why I'm not standing right now and I'm sitting is so that way you guys can see me. If I wasn't videotaping right now or video recording, I would hands down be standing. That's how I prefer to do it, because when I'm fishing and I get one in the mouth, I really like to drive. That's what I like about fishing. I think that's what's fun about fishing. A lot of guys aren't going to do aggressive hook sets. You know, they're going to do those nice slow pulls or, you know, quick little yanks. But man, when I get one, I love to drive. I just think it's badass. Ooh, or bad butt. Sorry. It's cool. Nothing wrong with that. God, I'd love to even catch a little one right now. It's close to dark. I'm gonna have to get off the water here soon. But I'm coming up on some really good structure. Actually, you know what? Let me just fast forward this thing. Let me get up to where I want to fish. Get one in the boat. Go home. Boy, I don't know what it was that first time I brought this out. The drive didn't feel, and I haven't done anything different. The drive didn't feel this smooth. It had to have been the wind. No wind, anything like that. The drive is great on this. Absolutely great. There it goes again. Yeah. That's where I'm gonna want my phone going forward. That's where I'm gonna want something going forward. Ooh. It would sit in here just fine, but I'm trying to record at that like wide angle because I know the first video I made, I went back and looked at it and it upset me to see how it recorded. And you know, that horizontal, even I hate watching videos like that, so I am really, really, really sorry about that. Really sorry. So we'll have to see that again. Let me see if I can get you guys back in the angle here. My goodness, nothing really in that spot. Gosh, I would be thrilled to catch one on this shaky head. I don't know what it is that they don't like about it. I think it's my technique, the way I do it. I feel like when I'm doing it, I'm like hopping it across the bottom. But so far, what do you guys think of the Native though? Tell me. I can tell you price-wise, it's perfect, and you can see that that's reflecting online. Like that's reflecting on. Oh, that was it. Gosh, maybe I went a little too hard. But anyways, what I've been seeing online is a lot of people selling. A lot of people are selling their old stuff. And from what I've been hearing, my dealer, they've been seeing a big uptick in these Native boats. Can't blame them though. You're getting a lot more a lot more bang for your buck. You're getting a drive with a 5-year warranty on it, right? You're getting a hull, which I still think has the lifetime warranty. I could be wrong on that. You're getting thicker plastic. That's the one thing that I did notice, because I'm anal about that. Like, I've checked out the Hobie plastic. I've checked out the Jackson plastic. Jackson plastic's not bad, but this plastic is thick. And what I mean by that, like all around the kayaks, like when you get an open space in your kayak, just take it and pinch it and feel how thick it is. You'll notice. And there's nothing wrong with a thinner kayak, but like when I buy something, I want quality. And at $3,500 versus the $4,800 you're gonna get with Hobie, I think I'm gonna probably just stick with Native until further notice, because I like it. The color is sweet. I don't have to pay any extra for color. The style is sweet. It suits me. I've always been a camo guy, and I'm just kind of over that, because as you can see, I mean, I hunt all year round basically. I'm wearing camo right now, but when I'm fishing, it's kind of cool to have something a little different. I wanted to, oh my gosh, I wanted to do like a saddle hunt on my kayak and get out there and really get one, and you know, it's just not happening, and it's frustrating a little. I'd love that. These last few casts have been on the money, and these fish don't want me. They don't want me. How upsetting. So I'm just casting one out there. I'm gonna give it the 10-second wait, and then I'm gonna slowly start popping it back. I know I'm on the bottom because I can feel the structure. Oh dang, just missed one. I don't know what it was, but dang, it would've been cool to bring in. Gosh, I am freezing. I'm the only one out on this water, by the way. That's kind of the cool thing about this lake, about the lake that I fish. It is more of a private lake, but nobody's ever out here. It's like an old people community, and I love that. I think that's one of the biggest things that drove me out to this place, or to move out here, is because the first time I came out here, I think I caught like 70 plus bass. And it's like, I think it's only 70 or 80 acres, something around there. So it's not quite too big for a boat. Like, I wouldn't put a boat on here. And then plus there's like the HOA restrictions and all that stuff. So it's not worth it. But I can't quite figure out why I'm not getting smacked right now. Great cast. And I am so sorry that I am getting off topic of this Native Titan. I really, really am. But I haven't had still water in weeks, and I am cold, and it is like I said, 30 degrees out. So I'm gonna take advantage of something while I'm out here. Gosh, I mean, there's big walleye out here. I've caught like 5 to 6 pound walleye. I've caught some 5-pound bass, and I'm pretty sure I'm hung up now. Yeah, hung up on a tree. Braid line, not heavy braid line by any means, but caught everything out here. But I'm not using an anchor, no anchor. And I'm slowly just cruising. I can only imagine what this thing's like with a trolling motor. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm going to be able to basically go around all these little inlets and outlets as fast as I need to, get out on the water quick, hammer some fish, and take off. And I'll do it in confidence too, like being able to sit there sideways while your motor guide's going. Come on, like, really? That's gonna be really nice. That's kind of what I'm excited for the most. You know, there's actually one day I was out here, I was fishing a shaky head, and I got so annoyed. I just took the shaky head and hooked it on Wacky Style and started wrecking them. And got hung up again, but for some reason I'm getting lucky and able to pull these things out. I don't know what these fish want today, but I can tell you this much. I'm gonna start kicking it back in. I'm gonna start pushing back in. It's cold, I'm hungry. Again, here we are on the native Titan. Beautiful out here. Let me show you down and around. Beautiful. But oh, you know what, real quick before I do take off, let's do this. I'm gonna set that there. I do have a nice bending branches set up. Let's see how this paddles. Let's see how this native Titan paddles. Well, guys, I hate to say this. It paddles pretty good. It paddles really good. This native Titan, oh gosh, it paddles so good. Was not expecting that. Like, okay, full disclosure, I had the Bonafide SS127. I could not stand that boat. I only bought it because there was a YouTube influencer out there who you probably know. Big guy, always talking about how good Bonafide is. I got it. My uncle had one. I stepped in. I was like, dang, that's stable. I'm gonna get me one of those. So I got one, and I took it home and I paddled it. Could not stand it. But this right here, I don't know if it's the seat position is being as high as it is, night and day. And you know, the seat does move a little bit, but I mean, as long as you're keeping your shoulders steady, it don't matter. But this thing, it paddles real nice. Like, I'd be confident to take this out on a still day and just chill, just relax. So that'll be coming up. But in the meantime, it's cold. I'd like to get out of here. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hope you like these reviews.